Nutrition mistakes I made that you need to avoid. The first nutrition mistake that I made that stopped me from making good progress and stopped me from looking good is dirty bulking. This is by far the worst possible thing you could do to your physique and to your health. If you take this dirty bulk to the extreme, you could cause irreversible damage to your physique and stop it from looking as good as it could have been, and you could be shaving off years of your life. Many people thought, including me, you can just train in the gym, lifting weights, then just go home, not track any calories or any macros, and just eat whatever you want and make good progress. No, I fell for this scam so many times. I was thinking I was getting really big and jacked from dirty bulking. Oh no, buddy. I was just getting fat. And it made cutting down and getting lean one of the hardest experiences I've ever gone through in my life. Instead of doing this dirty bulk, just find out your maintenance calories and go 250 to 500 calories over that calorie maintenance. This is going to be putting us in a slight surplus so we don't gain too much weight too quickly. Then just eat the real whole foods 90% of the time and stay away from the ultra processed foods as much as you possibly can. Instead of dirty bulking, you should clean bulk. The second nutritional mistake that I was making was not getting in enough protein. I was training really hard in the gym. I was making sure to take all of my sets till failure. I was making sure to actually train intensely, progressively overload every week. Everything was great, fine and dandy. I thought I was gonna get jacked. But then I found out about this thing called protein. And when I started tracking how much protein I was having in a normal day, oh my God, it was literally nothing. It was like 40 grams a day. And that's just never gonna get you much gains, all right? You need enough protein because protein is what supplements muscle growth. When you go into the gym and you train, you're breaking down your muscle fibers. This is a catabolic state. You are breaking down the muscle, making microscopic tears in the muscle. Then you need to go home, rest, recover, get high protein in to build muscle. You can't just do one and not do the other, all right? So whenever you think training is the main thing, yeah, it is one of the main things you need to do. Obviously, without it, you're not going to be building much muscle, but you need to remember resting, recovering, and getting high protein is so crucial for building muscle. Now, I was so confused why I was training so hard. I literally was doing everything people told me, progressively overload, going up in weight every single week, muscle, my muscle connection, everything you could possibly think of. My form was great on all of my exercises. I was focusing on the eccentric, everything you could possibly think about. But I wasn't getting enough protein, so my results were mediocre. When I made the slight change of just getting more protein in every single day, my gains literally tripled. Just because I was giving more of the building blocks to build muscle to my body. Basically, I was giving the workers, the construction workers, more wood, more steel for them to build the building better. All right. So try your best to get more protein in. You don't need to go crazy overboard getting 300 grams of protein in unless you are really, really quite heavy and quite big. But try get around 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. So if you are 180 pounds, try get 180 grams of protein in every day, then you'll be set. And there's a little bit of kind of wiggle room there. You could go a little bit under, a little bit over, and it's completely okay. Just a disclaimer, my aesthetic body course is in the link in the description. It teaches you exactly how to build the aesthetic body and get in the best shape of your life. Go check it out, link in the description. Getting higher protein completely changed my physique as well because it got me leaner. So when you are eating more protein, you feel a lot more full up, and so you're less likely to overeat. If you want to lose weight and you don't want to track your calories, the best way to do that is just by eating a lot of protein. Protein is the one macronutrient that keeps you full up the most. So yeah, you want to lose weight, and that's what it helped me with, losing weight. Literally just eat more protein, you'll be completely okay, you'll be losing weight, and you'll be building muscle. Now, the third nutritional mistake I was making that you really need to avoid was ignoring supplements. So I was always about, I'm never going to take supplements. I'm just going to go the natural way. What what was I thinking? You don't need to be taking the crazy weird like supplements like the, I don't know, Tunga Ali and stuff like that. You don't need to do all that stuff, all right? If you want to build muscle, if you want to start looking good, the only 2 or 3 supplements you need are protein powder. Protein powder is so good because getting protein in from real whole food is quite difficult sometimes. You know, that's quite a lot of food you need to be having a day, quite a lot of protein from real whole foods a day to reach your protein targets. But having protein powder, it makes it so much easier. So get protein in, maybe, you know, 2 scoops a day, 3 scoops a day, protein powder. That's going to be like 60 grams of protein and life becomes a lot easier. Then creatine. Creatine, everyone knows about it. We all know how important it is. It's the most researched supplement. It's the most backed supplement. It's not bad for you. It's not going to cause you to become bloated. You're not going to look bad when you take it. All it does is just help you get more reps at the end of your sets. So you're going to be building more strength and building more muscle. Simple as that. Don't let anyone tell you, oh, it's not natural. Don't let anyone tell you, oh, it's going to do this, going to do that. It's very researched. It's very good for you. Then lastly, the one I've been recently using more is just multivitamins. Now, if you're someone like me who has quite an extreme diet, okay, I eat a lot of the time just protein, bit of fruit, bit of vegetables, that's it. I don't get many carbs in, I don't get that many healthy fats in, it's not good. So what I do instead to make up for that is I take these, 1 multivitamin a day just to make sure I'm getting every single vitamin I need to properly function, for my body to be at optimal levels, and everything is good. If you neglect a whole food group, say you neglect carbohydrates, there's likely vitamins in those carbohydrates that you're now missing out on. And just to make sure that's not impacting you or your health, just have, multivitamins and you'll be completely okay. The last nutritional mistake I made that you need to avoid is not eating the 80-20 diet. I believed that 100% of the time it was great, 100% of the time, if you just ate the real whole foods. I was just eating everything good, and that is great. That's great for your health. It's great for progress. You're going to make, absolutely crazy amounts of muscle. You're going to be getting leaner. Great. But the problem is with having 100% whole food diet, literally not eating anything else but the real healthy foods. It's too restrictive, okay? It's so difficult to stick to long term. So instead, try do the 80-20 diet. This is where 80% of the time you are eating those real whole foods and getting all of the benefits that they bring. But you're not being so restrictive because you're allowing 20% of the time, or maybe even less if you're quite confident in yourself, 10% of the time, to eat, the sweet treats, the junk foods, just so you can stay on track. Sometimes your cravings just become too big when you are sticking to such a restricted diet where you're just eating these whole foods, and then you go and binge, and then you go and ruin all your progress. So instead, just, allow for a little bit of leeway and you can continue making progress. That is all you need to do. You just need to have this kind of more balanced diet, not completely eating the ultra processed foods. No one's telling you to do that, but maybe once a week, go and have a cheat meal, and you can enjoy yourself and continue making great progress without, causing your health to be in detriment, and also being able to stick to your diet really well. That's all you need to do. Those are the nutritional mistakes that I made that you need to avoid, all right? Don't dirty bulk. Take the key good supplements that have been researched. Make sure you eat the 80-20 diet, the real whole foods as much as possible, but allow for a bit of leeway. And make sure you get a lot of protein in every single day. My aesthetic body course is in the link in the description. It teaches you exactly how to build the aesthetic body and get in the best shape of your life. Go check it out, link in the description.